Now, hear me out for a second. Hear me out. I don't know if you can tell. I'm still sick. Man, it sucks. Still sick since last week. So here's the deal. I keep saying that. Here's the deal. If I talk more than a few minutes at a time, I lose my voice. I'm talking to the point that it's like this. That's how much. That's how much I lose it. Completely gone. So I've got a favor to ask. We're going to talk it out. Everybody told me, Coop, save your voice for tomorrow. Save your voice. We always do this the night before the game. We got to talk it out, right? So I'm doing it. I'm doing it anyway. But what I ask is sign language. There you go, Coconut Cane. What I ask is when I open up the phone line, I would like to mostly give you guys the floor. So normally I banter back and forth and, we talk a whole lot. What I'd really like to do is say, hey, what are you thinking about this game? And just let you take it away. Is that cool? Is that cool with you guys? Because I'm serious. If I talk a whole lot tonight, I won't have a voice for tomorrow. I'm serious. I won't. This is just from trying to do a 5-minute video earlier today, and it's still like this. So if y'all can help me out with that, for real. You guys are providing the content tonight. How's that sound? Is that cool? Time limit. We'll do it. We'll still stick to 10 minutes if that's cool. So let me do a little bit of talking though. Miami versus Louisville tomorrow afternoon, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. You already know, at Hard Rock Stadium. Homecoming and senior day. What's good, Uncle Lou? How you feeling tonight, man? Probably better than me, let's be honest. But big day tomorrow. We're losing 13 or 14 seniors this year, if my count is correct.
This is what it take to wear the U.
Appreciate it, Hurricane Logan.
Your helmet.
Coach Coop.
Coop. Thank you, Hurricane Logan. Appreciate the 2, man. I'll get you up there for top dono on the day. Thank you for the support, bro. Let's go ahead real quick, and I want to take a look at all the seniors, man, because we got to send these guys got to go out with a bang, right? Just take a look at that real quick. I know you're probably thinking, Coop, what the heck you doing? You show me a picture of the seniors at Miami. Look at these dudes, man. Look at these dudes. Got some big names heading out. Shaq and Pickney, KJ, Knowles. Got some good guys in there, man. Some ballers. What's going on, Zoe? Fix the stance. Yeah, I saw some people talking about Trayvon Hill. Hey, man, he don't give no cares. That's how I like it, man. He don't give any cares, man. I love it. So yeah, somebody's saying around 12 seniors. Something like that. Those guys, man, though, love those guys. Repping the U on their chest, man. Sad to see them go. It's sad to see them go. But homecoming, senior day, got to send those guys out with a bang. Also, huge deal for tomorrow. Huge deal. We're going to have a couple of big-time recruits at this game. You guys already know the names. Justin Flowe, 5-star linebacker who is visiting Clemson next week, but he's going to be in Miami tomorrow. And also Jalen Harrell, I may be mispronouncing it, but he's a 4-star safety that's going to be in the building.
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
I am in trouble. I loaned Chase Young some money last year and I need a place to lay low for a few days. Anybody got a garage I can stay in?
Canes fans, is anybody willing to let Uncle Lou stay in their garage? Can I get a check? Canes fans, anybody willing? Can I get a yes or a no?
This is what it take to wear the U.
I don't know, Lou. I don't think too many like you.
I got a garage with space for the stang, Lou.
Double stangs. Oh, man. You funny guy. Thank you, Uncle Lou. Can always count. I don't know. I didn't see too many yeses in there. Oh, we got a couple. We got a couple who will let you stay, Uncle Lou. It'll actually be Uncle Lou on top, Dono. You don't see that every day. Actually, he shows me some love, so. So says, I got you. He's got room. Oh, man. All right, so here's the deal. We need to create a great atmosphere for these recruits. What's up, Nick? Hard Rock needs to be packed, and show these guys that the fans are passionate about Miami football. We want it to just be lit, right? We want them to enjoy themselves, have fun, and be like, man, these Canes fans, they're wild. That's the kind of impression that we want to leave on them. So that's huge. And, of course, we got to get the dub, right? It's always better when you got these big-time recruits in the house and we get the dub. That would be huge. Huge because, like I said, Flowe is going to be at Clemson next week. Who's Clemson got next week? Wake Forest? Something like that? Let's make this much bigger than that, man. Let's give him the time of his life. Deion Sanders taking the Knowles job. We'll see, man. They're talking about it. They're talking about it. So in the chat showing Coop some love. Oh yeah, man. We all take care of each other. It's all family. Coop, you could have went to this game. David, I'm gonna be honest. With the way that I feel, it kind of worked out for the best. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I mean, obviously, I would always love to go to as many games as possible, but I'm walking death at the moment. What's up, Hurricane Central? So let's go ahead and hop over and take a look at the weather report. See what we're looking at. Weatherman Coop. So here's the issue. I wouldn't say issue. Maybe that's the wrong way to say it. Kickoff 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Around 3 p.m.
This is what it takes.
25% chance of rain, so not so bad, right?
On the side of your helmet.
My man Coop, how you doing tonight?
Thank you, Matt Hammett, for $1.99. Bro, I'm doing pretty good. Other than feeling sick, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. The more important question is, how about you, Matt? How you feeling tonight? What I'm concerned about is, scroll up a little bit, showers. Few showers. So, might be a little wet and slippery tomorrow by the time we kick off. But hopefully the rain settles down and it's not that big of a deal once the game actually starts. I know, Josh. And yes, you guys already know, LSU and Bama are also playing at 3:30. That is correct. So let's jump on over and take a look at the stats too before we dive into a couple of other things. You guys already know Louisville is an underdog for this game. I'm sorry, that stuff doesn't matter. I really don't even pay that much attention to it. A lot of people do when it comes to like betting on games and stuff. Throw this crap out the window. Doesn't matter. Average points per game, Louisville 32, Miami 26.8. Points allowed against them per game. Check this out. Louisville around 32, Miami 18. And this is the real kicker right here too. Average yards allowed against them per game. Louisville 437, Miami 290. And then lastly, average yards per game. Louisville 444, Miami 380. So as you guys already know as well, Louisville has beaten us the last 3 times we've faced off. But you got to keep in mind the last time we played Louisville was back in 2014. So that was Bobby Petrino and Al Golden. So is it really even relevant to now? Not really. No. Other than we want to end the streak, right? We don't. All the Louisville fans have been telling me, Coop, 4 in a row. 4 in a row. That's what they keep telling me in the chat, in the comment section. 4 in a row. Whatever. Also, Louisville has their first-year head coach, or their first. You guys know what I'm talking about. Scott Satterfield, head coach at Louisville. Let's be honest. He's done some pretty impressive things considering Louisville's record last season. I'll give him props when it comes to that. But I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and break it down. Louisville has a lot of South Florida kids on their roster. So expect them to play hard this game. And they do have some playmakers. We've got Cunningham at quarterback, who likes to run. They've got Hawkins at running back, who is a good back. He's a really good running back. I'll give him that. They've got that offensive lineman that I swear isn't even human. What was his name? I had it written down. Becton, 6'7", 369 pounds. Is that dude human? What'd they feed him growing up? So they've got some playmakers. Yes, they do have some speed, Jay Wade. You are right. They do have some speed. But let me be real with you guys for a second.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Hey Coop, let's go. Canes Coastal still wide open and it was 2013. I was at that bowl game. Here in Orlando, 305 till I die.
I like it.
This is what it takes.
You were at the game. That's crazy, man.
The U
cornbread.
on the side of your helmet.
Doing good, ready for some Canes football tomorrow.
Me too, man. I think that's what I need for this, whatever I have, cold or flu, sinus infection. I just need a Miami Hurricanes win. And I think I'm good. I'll just be honest. I think I'm good after that. Thank you, Miss Kitty Claus. I'm sorry if my voice is annoying. There ain't nothing I can do about it. But you love listening to me. I appreciate it. 6'7", right? Dude's a beast. Let me be real with you guys for a second, okay? You guys know that I say never underestimate any opponent. And thank you, Austin Cruz, for the 5 and Matt for the $1.99. Appreciate it, guys. You guys know that I always say never underestimate any opponent, right? You can't sleep on anybody. You can't. However, I don't think that Louisville is that good of a football team. Is anyone shocked? Is anyone going to be like, no way, Coop. No way. I don't think they're that good of a football team. I don't. I think all Miami has to do, and I'm just being I'm being serious. If Miami shuts down Hawkins, if they can't get the run game going, I know, Coop, you're just repeating yourself because you said this in the preview video. I know, but it's just facts. If Miami shuts down Hawkins, if Miami contains Cunningham, not able to run, and who's their wide receiver that's pretty good? What was his name? Atwell? Tutu Atwell, something like that. What do they got? What do they got? I get it. I'm not, Randy. I'm not, man. Because that's the thing. I'm not saying, oh, don't worry about them. They're a pushover. No, I'm not saying that. I'm giving them 20 points. I am. What's up, Miami boy? Scott Satterfield. I mean, I'm impressed with what he's done so far. Yeah. I mean, overall, considering what their record was last year. 31-20. I got Miami taking a dub. There ain't no way. You say, heck no. Oh, well, you're going to have an opportunity to explain your side. You'll have an opportunity. There just ain't no way that we let Louisville march up into Hard Rock. Last home game of the season. Senior day. Homecoming. And let them walk out of there with the dub. It ain't happening. And I had people DMing me saying, Coop, you're just saying that because you think Miami's so good now because they beat FSU. It's not that. Miami's not back. We're not playing perfect football. We still got a lot of problems, and we'll get there. We'll talk it out. But I don't think, as I said, Louisville is that good of a football team. And I think that we handle business tomorrow, and we send them packing with an L. So let's get the phone lines open before I lose my voice. Let me get it. Hold up. Let me get stuff moved out the way. No, I mean, you're right, Bugaboo. You never know. Anybody can win. Every week, anybody can win any given Saturday. Anybody.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Coop.
Coop.
This is what it takes.
Appreciate it, Eric.
to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
We better win. Can't have Coop eating paper again.
No, Matt. No, we can't. We can't have that. I don't know what would happen. Maybe that's why I got sick. Maybe that's why I got sick. Exactly, Miami boy. That's what I'm saying.
This is what it takes.
Shut down. I know it sounds like a lot.
On the side of your helmet.
Canes by 100.
Canes by 100. Okay. Now that might be pushing it a bit, but I like the enthusiasm. Hurricane Hab, thank you for the 2, man. Eric, thank you for the 2. And Matt, thank you for the 2, guys. Yeah, maybe I got sick from all that paper. It's paper poisoning. I got the PP, paper poisoning. But if you shut down, Cunningham like we shut down Perkins. Perkins was supposed to be one of the top dual threat quarterbacks in the ACC, right? At the time. If we shut down Hawkins like we shut down Akers, a lot of FSU fans told me there's no way. Akers is putting up 150 yards on you guys. So I'm just saying that if we shut those guys down, I'm not that worried about their secondary. I actually think this could be a huge game for some of our wide receivers, for Jeff Thomas, for KJ Osborne. I think it could be a huge game for them. Coop got the PP. I'm glad y'all can take a joke. I'm glad you guys kind of acting goofy sometimes because I need a good laugh when I'm feeling bad like this. And that's why I like spending some time with my Canes family. And that's why I was doing this stream no matter how bad I feel. No matter how bad. But I'm still looking for Louisville fans because they promised me they were going to be here tonight. They promised me. You have no idea how many I talked to that said, Coop, I'm there. Coop, I'm there. It don't matter. I'll be your first caller. Louisville fans, let me see one. One. Young Jedi Canes in the building? Where? Where are the Louisville fans? Ay. Man, that's frustrating. I gotta be honest with you. You'll pretend to be what you ever see any FSU fans yet? Like 2 of them showed up. That's it. I always come back. Win or loss, I'm always here. But I can't say the same for the Louisville fans and most of the FSU fans. So it looks like we got Hurricane Logan in the building. Now, remember, guys, keep in mind, 10 minutes and under. And if you guys can do most of the talking because my voice is going to be completely gone here in a minute. That's all I ask. We got Hurricane Logan in the building. What's up, man?
What's going on, my boy? How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm alive. I'm hoping that this dub tomorrow will cure my illness. That's what I'm hoping for.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I hope you feel better, too, by the way, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. So let's talk a little bit. I'm sure, you were here at the beginning of the stream. I kind of would like to give most callers the floor so I can try to save my voice as much as possible. So feel free to take it away. What do you think about this game? A lot of people are telling me that I'm too confident, that I'm being a little too cocky going into the Louisville game. What do you think?
Man, so I honestly feel the same way. I feel like I'm too confident, too, with how inconsistent we've been. But one thing that we all need to acknowledge as Miami fans is ever since this player meeting and Manny Diaz getting more accountability involved in the defense, we're a whole different team. Specifically with that player meeting, ever since the player meeting before the Pittsburgh game, we've been a whole nother team. And that's bottom line, bro. And I'm not worried about our defense at all this game. I don't care about Louisville's offense because I know what we have on defense. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see what we do on offense with play calling. I want to see if we still have the consistency with the O-line. The O-line's been playing pretty stout ever since probably the Pittsburgh game too. You know,
they have improved some, and I think most people can agree with that.
Yeah, yeah, and that's a big shout out to the coach, man, because I didn't believe in him because he was an assistant offensive line coach from the Bucks, and the Bucks are trash, and he wasn't even their O-line coach; he was an assistant. So I'm gonna give him credit, but I would just for this game, I'm looking for consistency, man. I want to see consistency. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you right now, bottom line, we're not losing this game. We're not. It's homecoming. It's senior day. It's our last home game. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. If we lose this game, then I'm going to tell you right now, I got a lot of questions for this team if we lose this game, specifically the staff and the pride on the player level if we lose this game. But I really don't see us doing it, man, because they want to talk about high-powered offense and all this. Let me tell you something. Florida State's running back Cam Akers, who was he against Miami? Nobody. Terry, nobody. We absolutely shut them down at their house while they were running their mouth. And there's no way that we are going to play our last home game with the everything that's on the line, you know what I'm saying, with the homecoming and the seniors. There's no way we give this up. I really see us winning big if we can execute, man. I really do.
Because, yeah, I know it's actually kind of an interesting matchup to look at when you look at the average points per game that Louisville has. And, everybody's talking about, like you said, the high-powered Louisville offense. But then you look at the points allowed average per game for Miami. It's what, like right at under 20? I think I said it was like 19.8 or something. So either way, it's gonna be an interesting matchup to see how these two teams go at it on the field.
Bottom line, on a defensive level, I'm so cocky and confident in our defense, bro. You give me the best offense against this defense, and we will compete. We will compete, and I'm telling you, man, we will probably shut them down, man. I really believe in this defense. They're young. You know what I'm saying? We lost Red Wine, Jaquan Johnson, Gerald Willis, Joe Jackson, Demetrius Jackson, all those guys we lost. And look at who stepped up. Everybody's stepping up. They're making key roles. They're growing. They need repetitions. And our defense is going to be scary good here come soon.
So are you willing to and you can still talk about a little bit more, because I'm trying to keep them to 10 minutes, and you're just 4 minutes in. Are you willing to give a score prediction?
Buy some NyQuil Coop.
It's so hard with this team, man.
I know.
If I'm looking at the team that played Pittsburgh and beyond right now, I got 31-10 Miami. Easy. Okay. Easy. Florida State couldn't even score a touchdown on us, and I get it. They had a terrible coaching staff or whatever it may be, but like we shut them down. We shut down their key players. Shaq shut down Cam. Who is it? Bandy shut down Terry. Like, bro, we didn't do no talking that game. We just executed, and we left about 21 points on the board.
We did.
But I'm telling you, bro, if we can put a full game together, we are going to blow Louisville out. And we need to, because if I recall, it was a long time ago, I was freezing my ass off at a bowl game watching Miami play Louisville, and we lost. I think. I'm trying to remember. It's been 6 years, I think. But I remember going to the game, and we lost to Louisville, and I was pissed, man. And I really think that this team has a chance to absolutely demolish Louisville. Louisville's not that good, man.
What I would love to see, and I know that you and Miami fans are going to say, well, of course, that's what we want to see every week. But I just, for some reason, like I feel like I would love to see a blowout, like you said, in this game, because it's, again, senior day, homecoming. Justin Flowe's in the building. The other 4-star safety's in the building that I have trouble pronouncing his last name. It's just it would be huge to blow them out. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying that's what I would like to see happen.
I got a question for you.
All right.
How do you think our attendance level is going to be on the fan base? I hope we pack the rock, bro. I hope we do. I wish I could, but Uncle Sam won't let me go. Uncle Sam hates me. They only let me go bowl game time, when it's December, January area. I get to go to a bowl game. I'm hoping to God that we get the Russell Athletic Bowl or to something in the Florida area, because I will be at that game 100%. 100% I'll be at the game. I get to see my family once a year, and it's usually December 15th to January 2nd. So I'll be at the game if it's in Florida.
I got you.
I'm hoping it is.
Yeah, people are saying I want to see another Notre Dame game. I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
possible.
I
It's
don't think
possible.
it'll be that packed. I'm thinking more like if I okay, I'll make it easy on myself. I'll say percentages. I'd say we could fill with it being homecoming.
70%?
I was gonna say 75% is what
Right.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
I
I
think
definitely
that's
agree. And
possible.
I think that's important.
It's a day game. It's afternoon. It's 3:30. Uh, it's possibly going to be raining up until the game. So I don't think it's going to be a packed house. I wish it could be, but I'm trying to be realistic here. I'm thinking 75% of the seats will be filled.
Right. I'm telling you right now, man. Um, our receivers, tight end to wide receivers, they're gonna eat on their secondary, man. They're gonna eat. Their defense is absolutely horrible, and I'm not worried about their defense. I'm worried about our offense. I want to see like the plays we call, and I want to see consistency at the quarterback level. I want to see the same Jaron that we saw last week.
Yeah.
I want to see the Jaron from the other games. I want to see the one that we saw last week.
Because if the
You
plays
know,
are ran, there will most likely be lots of deep shots available in this game.
yeah,
If the plays are called.
big time. Big time. Big time, man. And I cannot wait. Like, I can't wait. I'm so excited for the game, bro. And I expect us to have a good game, man. If we come out and we look flat and unprepared, it's going to be really disappointing. And from the biggest Manny Diaz fan as a Miami Hurricane fan, I'm going to really hold him accountable if we look like crap. Even if we win by one, there's no reason we beat this team by one. We should absolutely whoop them. We should whoop them, dude.
I think so.
It shouldn't even be close.
Yeah. So what do you, I know this is getting away from the game a little bit, and I don't know if you want to talk about this, but I'll ask you real quick, and because I want the chat to answer too, so I want you guys to answer. Again, I said Justin Flowe is visiting Clemson next week. Before the season started, I said the only way Miami would get Justin Flowe is if we made an ACC championship game appearance. That we wouldn't have to win it, but we'd have to make an appearance. What do you guys think the chances are realistically of Miami getting Justin Flowe? What do you think? Do you have any thoughts on him?
I'll tell you right now, I don't trust anybody. I don't trust any recruit. I don't trust any recruit. Justin Flowe, 7 hours ago, he tweeted, University of Miami, official visit this weekend. Miami fans, where you at? Look, man, where are you at? Commit. I don't want you to sit there and you can tell when you tweet something like that. As a kid, I got it. You're a kid and you have all these options and you want to make the best decision. But look, man, when you tweet stuff like that, it's just like, where are you at? Where are you at? You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of recruits and coaches using our program as a pedestal for their future, and that's always been the case with Miami. It's always been the case. And I don't care if we blow them out, man. I don't trust Justin Flowe. I don't trust those guys to commit to us. I want some dude to post up and say he's committed and he's ready to come to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Because I follow a lot of 2-stars. You know, I follow a lot of 2-stars and people who aren't really even recognized on the radar yet. And all they do is tweet about Miami. They tweet about the whole game. They talk about how much they love Miami, and they don't even get recognized. Those are the guys I want because they're fully invested in our program.
And it's why though a lot of people get frustrated with me, and I'm going to try to do more recruiting in the off season this year, or this coming up year, but I get so frustrated with it to the point that I honestly don't pay that much attention to it. So when people ask me recruiting questions, I'm like, who's that guy you're talking about? Because it literally is right now with the day and age of social media. I mean, just think if you put yourself in his shoes. I'm not saying I would do it, but yeah, it'd be cool. Of course, you want to come down to Miami. You want to wear the 305 turnover chain. You want to take the cool pictures to post up on Twitter and your Instagram and stuff like that.
And he did.
So
yeah, he did.
So it's hard for me to really get into it other than National Signing Day. When I look at the guys that are signing their name down saying, I'm playing for the U. Other than that, it's hard for me to keep up with it and really pay attention to it.
That's one thing I was going to say, too, is the chat said Justin Flowe wants to play right now. That's big. That's not true. That's not true. He quoted in an interview that it doesn't matter if he starts right away. But the thing that I'm getting at, though, is this is Miami. This is Miami, bro. All the great linebackers we have produced, Denzel Perryman, Shaq Quarterman Pinckney. I get it. They had a rough beginning of the season, and everyone thought that they were regressing. But statistically, they've done way better ever since this player meeting has happened and Manny Diaz took over the defense. And when you got those two guys, Pinckney and Shaq, leaving, And next year you got McLeod, Brooks. Bring in Justin Flowe. There's no reason this guy does not want to come to this program. Our defense is great. We are a championship defense, period. We've always been a championship defense since Manny Diaz has came to this program. And if we can get it right on offense, this team is going to be scary. And I 100% believe that.
Did you see where DJ Dallas tweeted back at him when he put that tweet out? I've got it pulled up on the screen now.
Bolden did too.
Yeah, DJ Dallas, for those of you who didn't see it, Justin Flowe tweeted out and, said, University of Miami official visit this weekend. Just like Logan said, Miami fans, where you at? DJ Dallas tweeted out and said, the choice is easy, honestly. Want the opportunity to play earlier and make a difference? Then let's do it. That is pretty cool to see some of the players commenting on that, trying to get them to come to Miami. That's cool.
And I definitely 100%, I believe our players, they text and talk with the recruits. And that's good. But the thing with Miami, man, one thing I believe about the staff is it doesn't matter if you're a freshman or a senior. If you compete and you play good, you will play in the game. And that's one thing Justin Flowe has to look at, man. I don't care about Clemson or all those other teams, bro. I care about Miami. And I believe that if Justin Flowe actually commits to this team and wants to be a Hurricane, he's going to make an immediate impact, and he's going to play. He's the number one linebacker in the country.
Yeah.
In the country.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's what I'm getting at with these recruits is we need recruits that will just commit to Miami. I don't want recruits that are going to commit to Miami to get more clout. I want recruits that are going to come here and play. You know what I'm saying? You look at a guy like Robert Knowles, who's been trashed by our fan base. He's had terrible years, fifth-year senior, and look at how he's playing this year. He's still here. That loyalty is what I'm talking about. Zach McLeod went to the coaches and said, hey, I want a red shirt. And now we have a leader at the linebacking core next year for our young guys with who we have leaving. That's really important to acknowledge, man. We need loyalty in this program from a player level and a coaching level. David Njoku left at his sophomore year and went to the Browns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We need guys who are going to be loyal and want to compete, bro, and just play. That competition is what made us great back then on Green Tree, bro. That competition is what made us great.
Well, I know this is getting off on something different, but it is going to be interesting to see the impact of players being able to benefit from their likeness depending on how all of that works. Because I've seen people discussing potential kids staying in college longer because they can kind of brand themselves in college,
exactly.
Right? Because a lot of them move on to the NFL and then they end up not being that great, or they end up getting cut and they get tossed around to different teams and stuff. So they're talking about kids staying longer on college teams, and
Yep. Yeah, man, I agree so much, man. We need loyalty in our players and coaching staff. I want this staff to stick around. I trust this staff 100%. I don't care. I think Dan Enos has grown over these last few games, and he's made better play calls. And I think our players have also grown and taken accountability for themselves, man. And that's really important. I want to ask you a question because this is so annoying with our fan base, and it's kind of biased because some people are showing up and some people aren't from a player level. What is your opinion on stars with the recruits?
Oh boy.
Because KJ Osborne was a 2-star. KJ Osborne was a 2-star, and he was coached by Buffalo, not Miami. And who's one of our biggest leaders besides the quarterback? KJ Osborne. You have to recognize that. Gregory Rousseau was literally nobody knew anything about Gregory Rousseau, and look at what our staff has done. I'm a firm believer that coaching development is bigger than the stars. The stars are nice. I get it. It helps. Everybody's going to talk about Alabama and Clemson. They have these guys, and they're 5-4 stars, whatever. Does anybody here know what FSU has? FSU is loaded with 4 and 5 stars, and we dominated them. Trajan Vandy on Terry, dominated. Cam Akers on Shaq, dominated. That's something to talk about. It's a coaching thing.
My opinion, and some people aren't going to like it, and I'll end on this if that's cool, if you want to put in any closing words, because I'm gonna try to cycle through as many people as possible.
Yeah, I got you.
It's we did a stream last year on it. I literally titled the stream "Do Stars Matter?" And it was 50-50, and I think we're 50-50 right now. It looks like it's so hard to say because it seems to be situational. There are 5-star guys that come in and aren't that good. There are 2-star guys that come in and look like they should have been 5 stars. So I feel like, for me personally, like I said, you guys aren't going to like the answer. I feel like you do need some 5-star talent on your team, but I feel like it's completely situational. Again, because I've seen both sides of it. So I feel like sometimes, yes, it does matter. Sometimes it doesn't. Again, I know you guys aren't going to like the answer because it seems like I'm riding the fence. And maybe I'll give you a more definitive answer later. But it just depends. It's situational, man.
It is. It's low-key hit or miss because if you recall you remember Sean Spence, our star linebacker, do you remember when he gave up the game-winning touchdown against Virginia Tech? Who was it, Logan Thomas, who ran it in? And he missed the tackle, like straight up missed it. So, like, we can point fingers all day, but I'm just a firm believer on our coaching staff developing players. Period, bottom line. If talent is developed, people want to sit there and throw shade at our players and say, oh, well, so-and-so is supposed to be this good, but, he's just not getting developed. But then when you got people like KJ and these low-star guys who are developed and performing on the field, they don't get the credit. And that's not fair. That's not fair.
All right, Logan. I appreciate you calling in, man. I'm going to get a couple more in before I lose my voice
wait
here.
For the game.
Oh, yeah, I'm pumped, man.
Yeah,
hopefully,
I can't wait, bro.
Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow afternoon in the stream if you get the chance.
Oh, yeah. I'll be in your live stream, man. Take care of you, take care of the chat, and I hope you feel better, bro.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Yep.
All right, have a good one. All right, so that was Hurricane Logan. All right, we got the phone line back open. I saw several people want to call. And as I said, I'm going to give you guys the floor, all right? Because if I talk too much, I'm telling you, tomorrow this will be the live hangout. But no voice, right? You won't be able. I won't be talking. Buy some NyQuil Coupe from Hurricane Hab, $2. Thank you, man. All right, we got 24/7 Canes in the building. What's up, man?
What's up, Coop?
All ready for this game. As I told Logan, I'm hoping Canes win and it'll make me feel better. It seems to work, so I'm hoping.
How cold is it right now in Tennessee?
Tonight, I think it. Shoot, you know what? I'm gonna tell you exactly how cold it is. Let's see. I've been in bed all day trying to get better. It is 35 degrees.
Ooh, that's way too cold for anybody in Miami. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, I hope you get better, Coop. I really do. We need you. We need your voice tomorrow. We need that energy, especially.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like to yell, right?
You like to yell. Yes, you do. Come on!
I know. Whether I'm hyped up or whether I'm ticked off, one or the other. I'm yelling regardless. It doesn't matter. So what are you thinking about the Louisville game?
I'm generally concerned. I don't want to put it in a negative tone because I'm confident that we could pull this victory off. It's pretty evident who the more talented team is. But this game scares me a little bit just because it's a running quarterback, and his ability, Cunningham, I'm talking about Cunningham, his ability to just extend the play, buy some more time, and he's very athletic. And if you look at their receivers, I think their top 5 receivers all average more than a first down per catch. I think it's like something crazy, like 15 yards per reception. So they're an explosive offense.
Yeah,
and I know we're good on defense.
I had it written down. What was Atwell? He had so far this season 418 yards after the catch.
Exactly.
418 yards after the catch.
Right. Like, we could talk about offense all day. Like, their defense is atrocious. Their corners can't tackle. Their leading sack is a linebacker. The leader in sacks is a linebacker. We could talk about that all day. But if our defense stays out on the field, because they can't get off the field, I think that's going to be a major issue. You understand?
Yeah,
So
I mean, it could be.
one of the key things that I'm looking at, okay, is the containment. Can we keep this quarterback contained within the pocket? Can our defensive backs, whoever it's going to be, okay, maintain play press coverage, maybe have our our safeties play a soft zone. Can we keep and hold that line of scrimmage, hold them just enough to disrupt that timing, to allow Gregory Rousseau and to allow Garvin and Trayvon Hill and everybody else is going to be play the end to get up there and eat?
Because hopefully we have a Bryce Perkins situation, that type of game, as opposed to Hooker. I know Hooker didn't completely ball out on us, but he had some big runs against us in the Virginia Tech game.
Right. And what we saw in Virginia Tech was this is a completely different team than we saw in Virginia Tech.
I agree.
In terms of defense.
On the side of your helmet.
And in terms of all around.
Keep JW and
like
gun
Logan
finger
said,
on trigger.
after that meeting, which is true, after that player meeting, everything changed. I don't know if you follow also Jaron Williams. Like he was yesterday, he was at Enos' house having a steak with Perry.
I saw
and
that.
They have a great bond.
I noticed he's got a pretty nice pool in his backyard.
Oh yeah, it's Miami, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a pool. But that being said, I'm not too concerned on offense. I think we're starting to click. We're that fine-tuned machine. We're not running on 4 cylinders anymore. We're running on all 8. And I'm just waiting for that turbocharger to kick in.
Right.
Yeah, so we could just hit it, put it in 6th, and take off.
Oh, and I'm waiting for that. Dang, I mean, we only got 3 games left in the regular season, but I'm looking for, like I said, that big blowout game. Like I don't even count. I mean, we blew out Bethune-Cookman, but whatever. It's Bethune-Cookman, and I get it. Oh, but Coop, Central Michigan, I get it. But I'm talking about like blowing somebody out that people are like, we might win, we might not, and then we come out and everyone's just like, wow, you guys killed them. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'd like to see.
What genuinely concerns me, like one of the most things that concern me is that tomorrow is senior day. So you're going to see most of the seniors get their playing time. This is normal. This is obvious that a coach is going to play their seniors so they could, so they go out, and perform. But can these seniors step up to the plate and take that challenge, and succeed? Robert Knowles, Trayvon Hill, which is a transfer, KJ Osborne, Scott Patchen, he's going to see snaps. All these seniors on the team, how are they going to step up? Michael Irvin, is he a senior? I believe he's a senior. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Is he a junior? I'll check if you want to continue. I'm bad about remembering that. I think he might be junior, but I could be wrong.
He might be a junior. You're right, but these guys. Because remember, tomorrow Brevin Jordan might not even play, so Will Mallory is going to be out there. Will Mallory is a concern in terms of blocking, and we might have Michael Irvin out there a lot.
Yeah, he's redshirt junior.
He's a redshirt junior. Okay.
Yep.
So I stand corrected.
And thank you,
right.
Jen. Jen let me know in the chat. I double checked it too. So.
What is Jen?
Jen. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Jen. So these things concern me. Scott Satterfield is another thing that concerns me. This is a very smart coach, and this is why I asked most of the people that I've asked already in their show, what do they think in terms of X's and O's? What kind of impact do you think, or what kind of challenge do they pose to the Miami coaching staff? So how much of this game is going to come down to X's and O's, not a player making a play to bust for a 60-yard run, not that.
I see what you're saying.
So how much of this game is going to come down to that? Because I got to be honest with you, I see a close game.
Okay.
I see a close game because this is – all right. So
That's true.
from the evidence that I have,
Russell Harrison says they did have a bye week, which apparently doesn't do very much for us, but it does for a lot of teams. It is an extra week to prepare.
right, that adds on to it. But also, after we've won 2 games in a row, we've gone out and looked pretty bad
Yeah.
the next week. I'm just going off of what I've seen, Can we suffer from the overconfidence flu? Now, I'm asking you, do you think we'll suffer from that?
You're saying, do I think we'll suffer from it, like being overconfident?
Yes.
I want to say, okay, let me put it this way. I want to say no, that we won't. Okay. However, again, we don't have everything together yet. I know some things are starting to click a little bit better for us, but not in all areas. We're still not the Miami Hurricanes football team that we want to be or that we should be.
Absolutely not. We're still not at the standard. That's correct.
It is possible that we could. Again, it is kind of it's hypothetical. It's just opinion. What we think before it happens. But it is possible. If that's the answer you're looking for, I don't know if you want me to go more in depth. But, I mean, it's very possible. I mean, we could. We came out, and most people were like, man, you guys, beat FSU's booty. You took care of business. You guys were doing so good. Everybody's on social media. Heck yeah, we stomped those Knowles and this and that, and things are coming together. So, I mean, it is possible. And that would be really bad. I hope it doesn't happen, but it could.
Right. Well, let it just serve as kind of like a wake-up call now to them. They cannot come out flat. We have to come out like when Perry came out and scored on the very first drive. We have to come out alert and ready. We can't come out flat. We can't let them have a great drive on the very first drive. The first drive will determine, to me, at least in my sole opinion, will determine the direction this game is going to go for both Miami and both for Louisville.
True. I mean, that first drives for both of these teams is very important because for Miami's defense, I mean, right off the bat, are we going to, like you said, are we going to contain Cunningham with his legs? Are we going to be able to stop Hawkins, the running back? How's the secondary going to hold up against Tutu Atwell? And then for Miami, our first possession with the offense, are we going to be able to drive down the field and put 7 points on the board?
Right. This offense has a lot of gimmicks, a lot of motion, a lot of things to confuse you. They'll have like the same formation, and then they'll run like 100 different variations of motions off of it. It's the same play, just flipped like if it was a mirror.
Gotcha.
So if you go look at the film, from Louisville with Wake Forest. They are really good on offense, and that is the key. Is if our defense could stop them and contain Cunningham, then we'll have a shot. If we do both, contain Cunningham and shut them down, generally, and then play good on offense, then we'll probably blow them out. That's the thing that I would want.
Right.
But will it happen? That's up for grabs.
Yeah,
Mind you, I'm gonna be at the game tomorrow.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, I'm a season ticket holder. So I want what's best. I'm gonna be cheering my butt off for a blowout. But what I want to see is them not to come out flat.
Maybe if the game goes well for Miami, you'll sound like me tomorrow night.
Oh, I always do. I always do, and I'm screaming every play, and people are like, "Man, you're gonna lose your voice by halftime." I was like, "If I don't lose my voice by halftime, then I'm not doing something.
Right.
I'm not making a difference."
So then, are you willing to? Because I know, like you said, there's kind of I want it to be this, and this could happen, but I'm trying to be realistic, and I'm also looking at the things that Louisville does do right that could be a problem. Are you willing to give a score prediction? I'll even let you give two if you want to give both scenarios.
No, I'm gonna give one
Okay.
because I've
Okay.
always every time I've come on your show, I've never predicted a Miami Hurricanes loss. I'm not about to do that, and I always give one score prediction.
Okay.
The one score prediction I'm gonna give is a weird score: 29-25 Miami.
Wow. Yeah, that is very odd.
It's very odd, but hey, it's just what I'm feeling.
It could
I
happen.
feel like this game will come down with us on defense, you know, and Louisville trying to score on offense. And it might come down to a play with the seniors, whether it's Shaq Quarterman, Mike Pickney, somebody making a nice play, which would be tremendous considering the fact where Justin Flowe is going to be there, and him seeing our linebackers do good and being put in a position to make a play. I think that leaves a good impression for him to commit.
Oh yeah, I mean it would definitely be nice. It would help. And then that 4-star safety, he decommitted from FSU, right? I don't 100% know if that's accurate.
I don't remember his name, but yes, he did. He's
Okay.
another big time recruit that's going to be on that sideline, as well as another recruit that isn't getting mentioned. I just forgot who it was.
I know.
There's another recruit as well.
I knew there was more than two, and maybe somebody in the chat knows. But of course, everybody knows Flowe, and then the safety. But I can't. You're right. I can't remember the other name. There's still a pretty big recruit, but I don't know who. I don't remember.
Now, I have to address this before I let you go.
All right.
I have to. It's the stars thing.
Okay. Now, Logan was waiting. I'll scroll back up.
I know.
Logan said, where do I sit? 24/7 Canes. He's always talking about stars. Yeah, but that's what we do. We debate stuff. We don't have to. We can be friends and not agree on stuff, or you might be agreeing with him. I don't know. I'll let you talk.
I love a debate, and I love Logan because he's always bringing good knowledge and good logic to the chat. He's always maintained, and he's, even though he has, some things that I don't agree with, but at the same time, we both cheer for the same team,
right?
And it's healthy for us to have a debate. So the reason why I say stars do matter is because if you go top down and you look at the teams that are competing for the top prize right now, which is the college football playoffs,
mm-hmm.
Go look at their roster. Tell me if it's not loaded. Of course, you have to have coaching. If you don't have coaching, that's how you get your FSU, USC, Tennessee, all these. I'm sorry to mention Tennessee, Coop, but it's the truth.
No.
It's the truth. That's how you end up with those respective teams where they don't have coaches, but they got all the talent in the world.
Right.
So, but when you put 2 and 2 together, if you have good coaching with elite talent, you're going to be taken very, very far. And if I'm not mistaken, Ohio State has recruited in the top 10 for the last 6 to 7 years.
Most likely.
So that's telling me right now, you stars do matter. Of course, you have to have the guys from South Florida that are 3 stars and maybe a 2-star here and there. You're always going to get those because there's plenty of them to go around. So if a 5-star fails, which there are only about 15 to 16 of them every year, it's going to be amplified, okay, compared to if a 2-star fails, if a 3-star fails. Because there's plenty of them. There's a plethora of them. There's like 400 3-stars every year and 2-stars. So if one of them failed, they were just a 2-star, so it doesn't matter. They weren't the best. But if that one 5-star fails, Navon Donaldson, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to mention Navon Donaldson. What's his name? Chantrell Henderson fails for whatever reason, which he's not a failure, but I'm just saying if he fails to meet up to that 5-star,
yeah,
it's going to be amplified, and people are going to get mad at the 5-star fact when it's 5 stars do matter. Oh, look at Lingard. Lingard was hurt. Okay, you can't, you got to compare apples to apples, not apples to oranges. So that's just my debate on 5 stars and 4 stars. You're going to get people that say Ed Reed, Ray Lewis.
Right. Yeah, that's always the go-to. Yep.
Right. And people are going to say, hey, Gabe Taylor, how many stars is he? And then if he balls out, people are going to be like, they're going to go bat stuff crazy and say that stars don't matter because look at what Gabe Taylor's doing.
Right. Yeah, that's why it's so hard because people want me to give, Coop, stop riding the fence. Give me a yes, give me a no. But it just, I've seen it both ways. I've seen it both ways. There are so many other circumstances that go into it so it's hard for me to say, just to give a solid yes or no.
I don't follow rivals. I have no affiliation with 247. My name is just 24/7 Canes because I'm always talking about the Canes.
Gotcha.
That was given to me by a great friend. All right, so go follow 247 Sports. Their ratings are true, and if you look at it, I mean the Stars the Stars have put these kids into the NFL. If you're a 5 or 4-star recruit and you go to a good program, Alabama or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and you're developed, you're going straight to the NFL, and you're going to be a high draft pick. So that's just my take on the Stars. I had to get that out there.
Hey,
Sorry, it took a little longer.
No, I love it when people are willing to, when they're passionate about something and they're willing to give their side of it. I love it because that's why I always say I like debating stuff on here, and a lot of people get so mad when you disagree and stuff. No, I mean I enjoy it. I love it. Both sides can talk, kind of explain their side, and that's it. Nothing wrong with that.
All right. And if for whatever reason you haven't checked this guy out, check out Holly on the sidelines. That man pumps me up.
Holly?
Yes. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. He's always dancing on the sideline. Last week he did like a Frankenstein move. It was
yes, yes.
Oh,
okay, never mind. I know. I didn't know that was his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about. I saw the videos. Oh,
you gotta
goodness.
show the gif. You gotta show the gif.
I'll look it up. I'll see if I can find it.
Oh man. All right, Coop. Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure when you call in, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, actually, I may not because you'll be at the game. But have fun. Have fun, man.
All right. Thanks, Coop. Go Canes.
Appreciate it. Oh, man. Yeah, that dancing cracked me up. Embarrassing? Oh, man, I wish I could dance. I wish I had some moves like that, man. I'll try to pull it up. Hey, Brett Varner, thank you for the 5, man. I'll get you up there with Uncle Lou. Need to keep JW's gun finger on the trigger. Thank you for the 5, man. And Jay Wade didn't even leave a custom message. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate the 5, man. Oh, man, I gotta get all 3 of you up there somehow. Hold on. And Jay Wade. Oh boy. Yeah, what's your area code, Austin? Hey, and I appreciate it, guys. I've saw some Clemson fans in here. I've saw a Georgia fan or 2 in here. So I appreciate the love tonight, guys. Especially when I'm not feeling too good. That means a lot because I don't feel like I'm myself at the moment. So I don't feel like I'm bringing that energy. Are you good, Brett? I got you up there. We'll have 3 people. Uncle Lou, Jay Wade, and Brett Varner. We got all of you up there with the 5. Coop, it's Seth from the FSU show. Congrats on your win. You were right and we were wrong. What, Seth? Respect for manning up and showing up. I was just talking, man. So many Louisville fans, Seth, told me that they were gonna be here for this stream, like you guys were like you were for the FSU stream, Seth, and they are nowhere to be found. None of them. Not a single one. It's just friendly trash talk back and forth. It's part of the game. I wouldn't even say. Do you guys even really feel like I trash talk that much? I honestly probably don't. Probably not as much as I even should. So, hey.
This is what it takes.
Respect, Seth, for that, man.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Please listen to the EP Hidden Mirror by Vicious Technique, available on all streaming platforms and iTunes.
Hey, appreciate you, Conundrum Records. Top donation with the $10, man. Got that new EP, Hidden Mirror. I need to check it out. I'm not going to lie. I have not checked it out yet. Actually, I did a preview. I listened to a preview of one of the songs, and it was bumping, so I'll check it out, man. Conundrum Records. Appreciate the $10, man. How do you get it? Do you just search for it, Conundrum? All right, let me get Austin in real quick. I told Austin, when's Uncle Lou calling? He might be gone. Let's see if Uncle Lou's still here. He might still be here. I don't know. Let me get. I told Austin he could call in real quick. 407 area code. Give me a call. Yeah, you guys know that we have fans of lots of different college football teams on this channel, and I appreciate you guys being willing to talk with them a little bit and conversate with them, because if you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy hanging out on Coach Coop's channel and you want to see it grow and continue to get bigger and better, the more people we attract, the better. Even if it's fans of opposing teams that come in occasionally in streams and comment on the videos and stuff. You said your area code was 407, right? It's 407, right, Austin? Hey, thank you, C. Thank you, Panama Jack. There we go. All right, let's get Austin on the line real quick. And then Eric, I think that's you trying to call me. I'll get you in too. What's going on? Do we have Austin on the line?
Yes, you do.
What's up, man? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. How about you?
My voice is slowly starting to go, so we'll
Gotta stop eating that paper, fam.
well, I know that paper poisoning, not good, man.
Yep.
It's not good. So,
All right. So here's the thing. Here's the things that people need to realize. I have a few things that I need to say. These Canes fans that need to stop saying fire Manny Diaz. No, if people don't realize, Mark Richt, his first year as a head coach, he was in the same position we are now. 8-4, won a bowl game. 9-4. Next year we went 10-2 until losing those last three.
yeah,
Do you agree on that?
I've not been on and you guys can go back and look at the live streams and the videos. I have never once said fire Manny Diaz.
Yeah, I know. I know you don't. I watch all your live streams. You know me. I always comment my opinions. This is the first time I've called you, believe it or not. I might have to do that more often.
Yep, I'm gonna save your number right now. Actually, while you were talking, that's why you see me looking away. As I'm writing your number down so I can save it.
I'm actually using my phone to watch the live stream, so I had to call in. So I kind of paused it.
Gotcha.
But
yeah, I'll
to
save
it
your
after.
number in my phone. That way, when you call next time, I'll know who you are without having to
Yeah.
ask for your area code.
Yeah. And then another thing, I've been a Canes fan my entire life. I was 4 years old when Miami won its last championship back in 2001. I've been a fan that long, so I've been through the rough times. But people also need to know this. We need to keep doing what we're doing. Just play like we played against FSU. Actually, screw it. We need to play like we played against Notre Dame about 2 years ago.
I would hope that we can eventually play like that every game. That's kind of the plan and the idea. I would love to see Miami come out with the same kind of fire and passion.
Because if you think, yeah, exactly, break out that turnover chain. That's where it came from. But also, people need to realize this too. How can I say this? If you go back to that Notre Dame game where we crushed them, it wasn't even close. It was 34-0 before Notre Dame even got into the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
You had Trajan Bandy with an interception turned into a pick six. You had so many sacks for losses, fumble recoveries, more on that. And then also, the reason why I said Miami needs to figure out something soon, we need to keep playing like this, where the defense is clicking, the offense is actually clicking, the offensive line. Because Jaron Williams played outstanding against FSU. Those deep balls to Jeff Thomas and the what's the other guy's name again?
Who?
I can't even remember. The one that got their touchdown at the end.
At the end of the FSU game?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Wiggins?
Yes, Wiggins. There it is. And
No
then you
way.
let DJ
That
Dallas
just
run,
that
and then
just
you
hit
let
me.
DJ Dallas run.
You said you were 4 in 2001?
Yeah,
4
because
years
I'm
old?
23 now.
How old are
I was
y'all?
20.
I know we do age checks all the time. How old are y'all in
I'm
the chat?
23.
You're 23? Okay, I'm 30.
Yeah.
So I'm about 7 years older than you. How old are you guys? We'll get another age check. So what are you thinking about the Louisville game, though? What do you realistically think the outcome of the game tomorrow afternoon is going to be?
I think it'll be, honestly, it goes as far as Jaron Williams and the defense can carry this team, because the defense played outstanding. But we always struggle against a running quarterback, so we'll see how that plays out. But if the defense plays like they played against FSU, and it's a good chance we win. But the defense cannot stay on the field so long.
Yeah, we
The
can't
offense has to do something.
be
'Cause
gassed in the fourth quarter, for sure.
Exactly. And the reason why I said that Miami needs to figure out what they're going to do, because keep in mind, down the line, 2 years from now, we play Alabama. You're not going to beat Alabama, and it's not even going to be close. It will probably be like 45-0 if we play like we played this year, other than the FSU game.
Yeah, luckily we have a little bit of time to prepare. I'd be a little more worried if it was next year. So at least we've got a little bit of time.
Exactly. And even when we played Florida, we were close. You know, there were a lot of bad calls in that game, but I'm not. At first I kind of blamed the refs on some of these calls, but at the same time, Jaron Williams got sacked 10 times. The offensive line has got to protect him. I understand they're freshmen and stuff like that. You know, people need to look at this season as I'm gonna use a basketball term.
Okay,
For the
I thought you were about to
76ers.
use a different word.
No, I'm gonna
People
use
in the
it.
chat know what I'm
basketball
thinking.
term. Yeah, I'm gonna use a term that's known for the Philadelphia 76ers. If you watch the NBA, it's called trust the process. That's what Miami fans need to think. Trust the process, because I knew it was going to be a struggle. Mark Richt just stepped down, new coach, new coordinators, new lines coaches, new everything. It's a process. It takes time to develop these guys. Our defense has always been championship defense. The only problem is sometimes I wish, and a lot of fans will agree on this, the offense should play like the defense plays. If the offense was clicking like the defense and special teams gets better and all this, and that, Miami can be a championship team yet again. I've waited almost 20 years for them to win another championship. Miami fans need to also realize this. Miami has not been relevant since losing to Ohio State back in 2002 on that bogus PI call.
So what do you think? Are you willing to, because I know you said this is your first time calling into the show.
Yeah.
Are you willing to give a score prediction for the game tomorrow?
Sure, why not?
Some people do it, some people don't. But it is your opportunity to be like, Coop, and everybody in the chat, that's what I said last night. Remember? Everybody, remember I said it, so it's your chance.
I honestly have to say about the same score as you did, honestly.
I got 31-20. Yep.
Yeah, I have to say that.
Okay.
Because I think our running backs will do our jobs. The only problem is if Brevin Jordan does not play. That's a big blow. The only thing that blows on, and then one thing that's a blow on defense is Bolden.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that really sucks for him.
We got to make these, huh?
I can't remember the last time I've saw a major or bigger injury like that due to a celebration. It's been a while.
I know, right? I was kind of like, he injured himself celebrating. Really?
Yeah, it just sucks, but, what are you going to do?
I mean, he was coming off an injury before, so. But Another thing that the reason why I brought up the Alabama game about a few years from now, about 2 years from now, is also, I know we got time. We got plenty of time. We also play Clemson the year after. So you play 2 top teams in the next 3 years. So Miami has time to get back to how we were.
Which I'm excited about because I want to schedule the tougher opponents. My motto has always been
it gives us a chance. It gives us a chance because you know what? These rankings, I honestly don't like how they rank college football. I think it's how I think about it is, and I know a lot of people will probably disagree or they'll agree. I don't know how other people will think, but I think how the ranking should be is at the end of the season, you rank teams on how their record shows. Instead of having it every week, I think you should rank it on how, as the season progresses, at the end of the season, and then you can tell, okay, who's a bowl game team, or who's a playoff team, or this and that. Because 2017 was probably our best year since, probably after losing to Ohio State in 2002. Maybe there's a few years after losing that game that we were still relevant, but we fell off. We lost a lot of recruits, and we just haven't been that same team. I think 2017 was our team since then, those days.
Yeah, I mean, either way, if you're looking at record-wise, then yeah.
I mean, we were second in the nation behind Alabama. I think losing to Pitt really did put a damper on us. And
all right, Austin, I'm trying to keep them to around 10 minutes or so. Do you have any closing stuff you want to say?
Yeah, there's one more thing. Okay, so, and I some of these Florida Gator fans in here sometimes that come in here talking trash. People need to realize the starting quarterback that was with when we played them in the first game. What's his name? I don't even know. I don't even remember.
You talking about for Florida?
Yeah.
Felipe Franks?
Yes, Felipe Franks. How he was, everybody, he was trash talking the Miami fans. Basically, if anybody has the right, I think just 2 years ago when they were losing games before last year and this year, they were booing their quarterback. They were booing Felipe Franks in Florida after losing to Kentucky. So now, as that time progresses, if anybody the last 2 years has a reason to boo their quarterback, it would be us. So,
okay.
Not now, but that last year probably more with Malik Rozier and Perry had some bad moments too.
All right, Austin. I appreciate you calling in, man, and giving us some opinions on some things.
Yep.
And feel free to call in anytime, man. I'll save your number so I've got it in there.
No problem, man. Go
right.
Canes.
Have a
Ride
good one, Austin. You know it.
Too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, that might have been loud. Sorry about that, guys. So, all right. Anybody? Let me call back Eric. My man Eric's been trying to call in for an hour. Let me give y'all know Eric, right? Who else was I about to say what's up to? Hurricane Monroe. Of course, David's here. My man David doesn't miss a stream. Let me get Eric on the phone real quick. See what that man's up to. And again, guys, don't take it personal. I'm trying to keep them 10 minutes or less. I'm calling him now. Y'all just can't hear it ringing. Well, she ain't going to answer now. He's like, Coop? No, I've been trying to call Coop. Hang up. End call. Oh, he's on the phone. Eric, what's up?
Coop.
I told him you're probably looking at your phone and you're like, oh, it's Coop. Nope, don't answer.
No, I was looking. I was weird because there's a delay on my computer, and I was listening to young man talking, and I was like, I got a call from you, and y'all were still talking. I'm like, wait, what the hell?
Oh, Seth wants to know real quick before we dive into this, because he's an FSU fan. He says, let me ask you, Coop, what name being called as the new FSU coach makes you the most nervous? Nervous.
Oh. Well, I guess.
The problem here is who, and Seth, I'm not poking fun. I swear. I swear I'm not poking fun. Who's actually interested in the job that they could pursue and get that would make me nervous?
I heard rumors of Stoops.
Yeah, there's okay. I'm just throwing the rumor names out there. This is the rumor names. Stoops. People still say that they want to try to pursue Urban Meyer, that they're trying to talk to him. The big one is the Deion Sanders. Everyone's talking about that.
If he goes,
yeah. Talking about Mark. I'm not talking about Bob Stoops. You're right. 24/7 Kane says Mike Leach. I don't know. The problem is I'm trying to look at it realistically here, and I don't know if there's a big name that will go there. And I don't mean it as in like, oh, FSU sucks so no one wants to coach there. I'm talking about due to their current circumstances, whether it be where they're coaching now or whatever, or money stuff. I don't see a name coming over there that I'm going to be like, oh, crap. Like, we're in trouble now. This dude's about to do a complete, he's going to flip this thing around ASAP.
Well, I mean, they have no problem putting up the money. Obviously, they brought in Taggart for that much money. So
yeah, if I could answer Seth, I would, but I don't know if you want me to be realistic. Someone says Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin gets thrown into every head coach conversation.
Yeah, but that tweet he said he ain't going anywhere.
I don't
worry that.
Yeah, I don't think you will. LeBron was lobbying for Deion Sanders. Oh goodness. Well, tell me this, Seth. Seth, tell me this. Would you honestly want Deion Sanders? Because FSU fans, when I looked on social media, they're all doing this. Keep that man away from me. They're putting up an X. No, they don't want him. All right. Sorry, I'm getting into who knows what. Well, how you feeling about this game, Eric? About the Louisville matchup?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of anxious. I think we might have, since the meeting and everything, turned things around a little bit. I think we're in the right direction.
So are you confident though going into the Louisville matchup?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we match up well, especially defense to their offense, and definitely our offense to their defense.
Yeah, I think because a lot of people again got mad at me in my preview video because they were like, "You seem so confident," and again, it's not that. It's just I again really don't think Hawkins is a good running back, as I said. Cunningham is good with his legs, but he's not that good at throwing. Let's be honest. And again, their secondary doesn't scare me that much. So when I look at it that way, theoretically, Miami should take care of business. I'm gonna say fairly easily, right? But we've said it in the past. I get it. I'm just saying when you look at everything, if Miami plays well, we should get the dub. It's simple as that for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I just pretty much cut and dry. Florida State had a great running back, and look what we did with him. And then there's people talk about one of their wide receivers and Bandy being on them. Their wide receivers about the same size as Bandy. Ain't much difference. Not compared to, remember, what's his name? Terrible Terry, whatever his name was,
Yeah.
Florida State.
Scary Terry. That was it. Terrible Terry.
But
OTT.
he shut him down. But yeah, and there was two things I want to bring up real quick.
Oh gosh,
before I forget.
Uncle Lou's putting hashtag TNM in the chat.
Oh, that's my
All right.
boy Uncle Lou. I love Uncle Lou.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's all good. The the guy that was doing the dance on the sidelines,
Yeah.
he was actually doing a Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller on the sidelines.
I need to see if I can pull up that video. There's got to be something on Twitter about that. Let me see if I
Well,
can
it
find
might be even on YouTube. You'll probably be able to find it on YouTube.
True. I bet Kane's football put it up. That'd be something
Yeah.
they would put up.
But yeah, and no one's really talking about the Brevin Jordan situation and what they would think as far as, I haven't really seen it in the chat, and actually I haven't really been keeping up with it because it goes so fast. But
Yeah.
I think we should, if he's at least 75-80%, play him, because this is a big ACC game. Because we're still in the mix for the Coastal. And then we have a bye in FIU in the next 2 weeks that he can heal up to be 100%. So if he's anywhere near 80% or more, I would play him as much as we can and let him rest on the other weeks.
Oh, it's crazy to think that we have another bye week coming up.
I know.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, but
So you would
yeah,
play him. All right.
Yeah, I mean, if he is,
Hey.
good enough to be some kind of a force out there.
Right. I see what you're saying.
But I'm confident in it. That defense, I think that they'll show up. In the senior day, I think we're gonna have a decent crowd. I mean, it's gonna be senior day and homecoming, so I think it'll be a pretty good turnout.
I hope so. As I said, I'm not gonna lie. I don't follow recruiting very closely, but I would love to have a good impression on the recruits that show up to this game, and crowd does play a part in that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you get some
fans.
recruits there, and if the crowd's banging like they were, with the like the Notre Dame game, they were super loud that Notre Dame game. I mean, that's impressive.
Oh yeah, that would be big.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be a good weekend. I really do.
Now you said you had something else though, right? You said
Well,
I've
no,
got
the
two
two
things.
things, the dancing, and
the dancing. Okay,
Brevin Jordan.
Gotcha.
Yeah, someone put it in the chat. Just type it in Google and it comes up.
Yep, I'm looking for it now. Oh gosh, people put music on it. I gotta be careful with that one. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Good old Google.
I'll swap it over. You guys have probably already seen it, but for those that haven't,
Before each game.
let me get a yes or no in the chat if you want me to do this every time Miami scores a touchdown.
No, that's not the Thriller dance.
No,
That's
that
not
was
what
a
I
different
talking
one. Oh gosh.
You could do that. Just act like you're having a seizure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll watch it in slow motion. See if I can maybe learn some of those dance moves. Oh man. They're saying yes. I expected you guys to say no. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was gonna say no. I shouldn't ask.
Oh, damn. Alberdine said no.
There we go. Sorry guys, one said no. I can't do it. Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'll keep you on, Kip. I just want to come on and say a couple things. And
So what do you think though? You know what I'm gonna ask.
35-17.
35-17. Okay. I like it. I like it. I think that was something for me. I was thinking that if Louisville gets their offense going and they put more than 21 points on the board, things could start to get kind of scary or rough for Miami. If they surpass 21 points, I feel like that means that Louisville's getting things going. Their run game might be successful. They might be picking up some first downs with Cunningham. But I think if we keep them under that, I think we're good.
Well, you talk about 21 the whole game, or 21 and a half, or what do you?
Not like a final score necessarily. But if they surpass 21 points, so I'm trying to think of a way to explain it. So not saying that would be a final score, And I'm saying that Miami's score may not be 31 at that point. I just mean that if they surpass that, if they get 21 or more, that I think that means they've kind of got things clicking for them, and they might score way more than that, which could potentially put the game away and we could lose it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Again, I'm still kind of sick, so I'm probably
saying.
talking crazy.
No, so you're saying if they score 21, we may end up only scoring 24 or 27 or 28.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Yeah, I got what you're saying. I mean, that's a possibility. But I would say it would be like that if they score 21 relatively like in the first half, maybe the first beginning of the third quarter, I think. But other than that, I think we're going to hold them down pretty good.
All right, well, I like it. I'll take it. That's a Miami dub. So I like the prediction.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate you calling in, Eric.
No problem, man. Love to the family out there.
All right, you have a good one, man.
All right, buddy.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
That's my man Eric Birch in the chat. I'm pulling it up now, 24/7. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, hold on. Let me let it read out Austin's donation.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Thanks for letting me call Coops. Sorry I'm bad at names, but also, by the way, my mom a Florida fan. My sister FSU, and me and my dad Canes fan talk about crazy.
So you live with a Florida fan and an FSU fan. That's got to be rough, Austin. It's got to be rough, man. Thank you for the $4.99. It's okay, man. I'm bad with names, too. People, a lot of times, they'll be like, yeah, I'll forget a Miami player's name that's a junior or a senior sometimes. Listen, I'd be that coach that all year round, we would have to get out the label maker and put the label for the name on the back of their helmet for the whole year. I'm not talking just off season and in spring and fall and stuff. The whole season for me. All right, here we go. 24/7 Canes want y'all to see. Oh boy, here we go. I can't play any sound in case there's copyright music. That man crazy. Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, I don't doubt it after I've seen some of the Instagram videos from them in the locker room. I don't doubt it at all. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of celebratory dancing. Right? Right? Y'all want me to? I'll start practicing. I'll start practicing the moves. Miami Canes Production says my final score prediction is 35-14. All right. So does anybody else want to get any calls in? What are we going on? About an hour and a half. Man, I need to stop myself from talking. I'm going to answer the phone and just be silent, and you just have the floor. Oh. 15 seconds of MVP dance moves. You guarantee Miami will win this game and go 8-4. I mean, I hope you're right. So you're not a fan of Deion Sanders. All right. I just want an opinion from an FSU fan. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
It's Miami Canes Productions.
Miami Canes Productions. How you doing tonight, man?
Yeah, good. I'm hyped up for the game tomorrow.
Heck yeah. Hey, that's good to hear. So what are you feeling? Are you confident going into this game?
I'm feeling positive, very positive. I mean, we stopped so many guys that have been so hyped up in the past, like Akers and stuff. We stopped so many guys, and I feel like this game, if we can stop the run game, I think we can definitely win this game.
Yeah, I think so. And as I said, for our offense, I think it's an opportunity since things started clicking a little bit better for the offense in the FSU game. I think they could if the right if the right plays are called in the right moments, obviously that's always the case. I get it. But I think the Miami offense could perform very well in this game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this would be also a great game for our wide receivers.
Yeah.
Like Osborne and all those guys. Brevin Jordan's probably going to get a lot of receptions. How do you feel about Bubba Bolden? Did you see what happened?
I mean, it sucks. It's really kind of all I can say. I was hyped on him, so I like him. I think he's a good football player, and I think he would have continued to get better and be a good player for us. But all I can do is throw my hands up and say, darn, that sucks, man.
Yeah, with that pick, the pick helps out, but, the celebration just got him injured there.
So what was I know I read it out, but what's your score prediction for the game?
35-14.
35-14.
I think they're gonna get 2 touchdowns, and I think we're just gonna have a great game receiving overall and running the ball.
Okay.
I think our defense is just way too good for Louisville, because in the past, like against Pitt and FSU, our defense has really stepped up. So, yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. And you were Miami Canes Productions, right?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good, man. I appreciate you calling in tonight.
All right, thanks.
All right, have a good one, man. George says, I tried to call several times. It says Google subscriber is not available. People tell me that sometimes, George. And unfortunately, I don't have an answer for you. I do not know. I don't know what the issue is with that. Maybe put a 1. Maybe do like 1-865. Or maybe it's because someone else was calling in at the same time. Maybe that's what it was. I love you, Coop. No homo. Love you too, 24/7 Canes. We're all family, man. No homo explanation required. All right. Does anybody else want to call in? Talk about Miami versus Louisville. No Louisville fans. I'm still upset. I'm still really mad about it. Let him call and ask about Dan Mullen's wife kissing the players. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh. I'm about to go look at the no, y'all already seen them. I was about to say, I'm about to go pull up the Louisville fans' comments and show you guys some of the stuff they said to me. And I commented back, and they're not here. They said they would. They said they would, Seth. They said we're there. They said we're there. What time? I said I go live every Friday before the game, 8 p.m. Eastern time. They said, I'm there. Logan. Oh, man.
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
What in the pedophilia is going on here?
Nothing but love, Logan. Nothing but love. That's all. Appreciate the 2, man. All right. Does anybody else want to call in and discuss the Louisville game? Anybody else? Here we go. What's going on? Who do we got on the line?
Coop, it's Miami boy.
Miami boy. Let me save your number. I'm gonna go ahead and be writing it down because you're in my streams a lot, and I appreciate it, man. So I want to be able to address you properly when you call in, so I know who it is.
All right.
So how you feeling about this game? Talk to me for a minute. Actually, I'm gonna give you the floor with the chat for a minute. This is your stream. Tell them how you feel. I'm gonna save my voice here.
Man, check this out. I think we're going to win because, okay, in the beginning we played Florida. Florida was the best team we played. We played them close, all right? Then we played Carolina. We thought, okay, we had Carolina. We lost. And then we played, I forgot whatever cupcake team that was. We beat them 63-0.
Bethune-Cookman, yep.
Bethune-Cookman, we beat them, and then we were like, all right, everyone's feeling good. we barely beat Central Michigan. We still won. And then everyone was like, all right, everyone's feeling okay. Virginia Tech, we got them. Jaron Williams had his problems. We almost came back. We lost. And then everybody started getting doubt. Even me. Everybody was like, I don't know about the Pitt game. I don't know about this game. We won. The Virginia game. Everyone's like, I don't know about it. They got a dual threat quarterback. We won that game. And then everyone was feeling good about the Canes. We played Georgia Tech, should have won that, and we lost. And then we went back to saying, okay, we got Pitt. I don't know. Everyone's like, I don't know. Even you made a prediction. I don't know.
Yeah, I did.
Won.
Yep.
Florida State, same scenario, same type scenario. I'm not feeling good about this game. I don't know. We're gonna this can go either way. We won. Now, same thing with Louisville. Everyone's got that same feeling. So I think we're gonna win this game. I think we're gonna come out and show out, and we're gonna blow Louisville. I think it's gonna be good because the way everyone's feeling and the way they've been playing, and we've been all the games we were underdogs in, we won, and then the games that we were supposed to win, we lost. You see what I'm saying? So Louisville, they're pretty much like a UVA, you know what I'm saying, like a Florida State type team, but they got their dual threat quarterback. So I'm thinking, okay, we can win this game. We can get them. So I'm predicting. My prediction, I'm thinking. I know it's gonna be I know everyone's gonna be like, "You must be crazy, man," but I'm thinking.
Well, don't worry. I get told that every score prediction, so don't sweat it.
I'm gonna go all out, and I'm gonna go all out. I don't care how the Miami fans feel. I don't care. I'm going all out. I think we're gonna win. In fact, it's gonna be like 42-10.
Man, I hope you are right. Like I want that so bad tomorrow afternoon.
And the reason why I say that, because it's a homecoming game. It's the last game in Hard Rock. The seniors, I think they're gonna just go all out. I don't know. I'm just feeling good. We shut that quarterback down, and one of the and we keep JW. We keep him open. We keep him, we keep him protected. I think we can blast them.
Like I said earlier, I think if the plays are called, I think the deep shots are going to be there all night or all afternoon. Yeah. Sorry, I'm used to night games. All afternoon.
So I don't know. That's my prediction. Because like I said, that's just the way I'm feeling, because it's just the way they've been playing. Because like I said, that FSU game, like I said, I was shocked. I was shocked when we played them, because I'm thinking, okay, is FSU they're playing in Doak Campbell? I had that feeling, and the way they started playing, if they can bring that to Louisville and Hard Rock and it's homecoming, if they got that intensity, yeah. I'm telling you, we can get them easy. Yeah. And plus, it makes us bowl eligible.
I like it. I feel like, again, there's no excuse why we can't come out and do that. Why we shouldn't come out and do that. I wonder, it always makes me wonder, this is a little off topic, but it's not at the same time because it's senior day tomorrow. I wonder how it feels to be like KJ Osborne or Trayvon Hill, where you transfer and you are a senior, but you've only played there 1 year, and then they're like, hey, senior night, let's recognize this, and then it's your, like, they've only been there this year. So I wonder if that feels weird. I know that's irrelevant, that doesn't matter, but something I didn't really think about. A lot of these guys have put in, lots of time in at Miami, and these guys just came in. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying to them personally, I wonder if it feels weird.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. If it was me, if I was KJ Osborne or Trevor Hill, and I transferred as my senior year, just the fact that I'm repping the U, just the fact that I played for the Miami Hurricanes, all that, just playing my first team, all that wouldn't even matter. All that is irrelevant, because I'm like, okay, I'm playing for the Miami Hurricanes. They didn't have to pick me. They didn't have to pick me as a transfer. But the fact that I'm playing and I'm starting as a Miami Hurricane, I'm a senior night, all that, just my first year, it wouldn't even, to me personally, it wouldn't even matter. Just the fact that I'm playing for the Miami Hurricanes. That's my opinion. That's how I feel. And I'm pretty sure I mean, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if they felt the same way I felt. You know.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think it would be more that side as opposed to it feeling kind of weird to them. And what a lot of people are talking. This is off topic a little bit too, but people are talking about the new. Do you play the NCAA football game or no?
Yeah.
When it was a thing,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's talking. Is it going to have the transfer portal in it? They're like, if we're going to have it, it better have it. I better be able to go and pick some players from other teams when they want to enter the transfer portal in the game. So that'd be pretty funny.
Cool. I work in IT. I wouldn't surprise if they do that.
Oh man,
the way these video games are today, it wouldn't surprise when they add a transfer portal on it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't at all. But all in all, I mean, like I said, I know my scores is up there, and people, and maybe the Canes fans may think I'm crazy, but at the end of the day, as long as we get the W, I'm happy. And I said, that win gives us bowl eligible, and we can win out and match Mark Richt's first year, because we went, what was it, 9-4 when Mark came.
Mm-hmm.
If Manny Diaz can match that, we can win out and go 9-4. Win the bowl game. I mean, that'll be big. I mean, that will say a lot. That'll be a big accomplishment. From where we were, a couple weeks ago till now, winning out and winning a bowl game.
If you consider where it looked like we were headed,
right?
I mean, then yeah, that's huge. Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I think I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, and I'm just the way things were going, just the way how strange things were, and just how everything just like panned out as far as the schedule and how we won and how we lost. I think we got this win. I'm like I said, and like we were talking about earlier, it's senior night. It's the last night at Hard Rock. I think we're just gonna go all out and just blast them.
Yeah, we can't let Louisville leave Hard Rock with a dub on senior night and homecoming. We just can't.
Nope. Nah, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna come together, and they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna bring some intensity, and they're gonna do it. I know they are. I feel it, and just I'll be watching it with you. I'll be on the channel tomorrow, so I think we got this. We got this.
All right, Miami boy. I like the confidence, and like I said, as you've already seen, I'm right there with you. I'm actually feeling fairly confident about this game too. I like the prediction. I like the 42-10, and I hope that's the outcome tomorrow. I appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, cool, man. You take it easy.
You too. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye. Bye. That's my man, Miami boy. Good guy. Good guy. DeShoost, what's up, man? I still don't have my voice back all the way, but we're doing it anyway, DeShoost. I got to hang out with my Canes family and my college football family. Y'all think Tate's going to transfer again? LSU. Who said Tate's going to LSU? Nah. What's up, David Richardson? How you doing, man? It's going to be interesting because it's going to be there's going to be a bunch of transfer portal stuff happen again. It's going to be crazy to see what happens. Mario, what's up? Let's see. Let me look at some of the chat. You think UCF? Wait, I'm missing part of the conversation. Oh, you guys are talking about the UCF game. Gotcha. All right, George and Dante. I think you guys said you wanted to call in, right? Hey, Keldon. As you can see, still not there. But we're trying. We're trying, Keldon. I'm trying to let my Canes fam have the floor. Let them do the talking, I'm doing a bad job at doing that, though. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
It's George in Oregon, Coop.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Who?
Yeah, that's what I
All right.
too.
George, hold on. Who knows who George is? Don't say anything else, George.
That's fine. Let's let him
Let's see.
I know I'm famous. Uncle Lou made me famous.
Who remembers George?
I'm the thorn in the side of Miami football. I know more about your team than you do.
Oh, goodness. All right, George. So this is an outside perspective, obviously. For those of you who are not familiar, George is a Florida fan.
A friend of Miami.
Many
As a
believe
friend of Miami.
Many believe he's a closet Miami fan, but he says friend of Miami. I'm not going to pick on him. I don't feel good enough to pick on anybody. George, how you feeling about, or not feeling? What do you think about this game, Miami versus Louisville?
Well, listen,
you'll be honest with how you feel.
Everybody has to be afraid of Louisville. I don't care what your name is, but I just can't see. I think Louisville has a 0% chance of beating Miami. That's how I feel about it. Even though I realize, y'all ain't the best in the whole world right this second, and Louisville gets hot sometimes. I think you're going to smash them motherfuckers in the mouth. So I think.
All right.
See, I don't like Miami when we're playing you, but when other people are picking on you, I'm like, don't pick on Miami. That's Miami.
Oh, man.
I was born in 1960. We used to play football games, and whoever lost would go on to win the national championship. We were that good. It's like number 1 beat number 2, and number 2 went on and won or something. It's like I miss those days.
I got you.
I hope Manny is the answer. I hope you don't have to hire another coach like Florida State. That would be fucked up.
So what? I don't know if you're comfortable with this, but you've been in the stream. I like to do score predictions, but I don't push the callers to do it. Are you willing to give one?
Well, it would just be a wild guess.
That's all. That's all a score prediction is. I'm not going to hold you to it.
I'll say Miami scores 1 defensive touchdown, so there's 7. You get a couple field goals, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and at least a couple offensive touchdowns, so like 28 or something for Miami, and less than that for Louisville.
Okay.
You got to hold them under 28 or 31 or something. You can score that many.
Okay. So you do have a Miami victory, but I mean, are you thinking Louisville does put some touchdowns on the board though?
Is Rousseau playing?
Yes.
Yeah, they might get one. I don't know. Shit happens.
But you don't like Rousseau?
I love him. That's why I asked if he's playing.
Oh,
and so
I got
instead
you.
of thinking they might score 2 or 3, they might score 1.
Okay, I follow. I got you. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, man, that's not the guy to pick on. Maybe he's like Baxa or something. Maybe I got you. I follow.
No, if he's playing, I'll take 2 of their touchdowns off the board.
Okay.
They only get 1 instead of 3 now.
Okay.
Because he's disruptive. You have to account for him and worry about him, and that's good. That's a good start.
So we have the famous George in here predicting a Miami victory. George, listen, one thing I will give you is I see you commenting on all my videos. I see you hanging out in my live streams, and people can get as mad at me as they want to, but I appreciate the support on the channel and you hanging out even after we played.
I can.
Because
I can't always get around. I miss some videos, but I try. I care.
Well, because most people, let's say, Miami played FSU last week. I won't see another FSU fan other than Seth and maybe 1 or 2 others ever show up on this channel again until FSU week next year. And we're not even playing you guys next year and you're still here.
There's just like 4 or 5 channels I go to. People think I'm everywhere. I'm really not. I just these 4 or 5 channels. I like the Wholesome one, but he blocked me at one point, so I can't do his live chats. I can comment, but that's kind of a bummer. But I created a second profile for him, Alonzo, because they both blocked me at some point. And the reason they blocked me is everyone in the chat was saying, block him, block him. Okay. And I was just being funny, man. I was just joking around with them boys.
No,
anyway,
I enjoy the banter back and forth. I like, honestly, on this channel, I have only blocked 1 person ever, and it's because they were getting into, like, racial stuff, and they were personally attacking people. I don't stand for that. I don't like that stuff. But if you're trash talking, mostly football related, and just that's part of it. You poke fun at each other. That's college football. That's what you do. So it doesn't bother me. I like it. I think it's fun.
At the same time, as a moderator or
This is what it
something,
take
I'm just looking
to
to
wear the
cut
U
somebody off the
on the
first
side of your
second they
helmet.
go sideways.
Now I want
You know,
gator tail
funny
law.
games is funny games, but don't come messing up my chat and messing up my comment section. You know, it's like you can just tell the first comment when someone goes sideways. It's like fuck them. I cut them off.
But no, I feel like you're still here, so obviously you can take a joke. And I know Miami fans, they're making fun of you right now, but you can take it, and I like that.
I love it, man. I don't know what
This is
Miami's
what it
problem
take
is. They hate Florida like I hate
to wear the
Florida
U
State.
on
You
the
know,
side of your helmet.
I don't hate
George
Miami,
sound
but
like
I
he got
understand how
some
Miami feels
popsicles on
about
the
us. They
freezer.
feel about us the way I feel about Florida State. I fucking hate them, you know. And Miami kind of likes Florida State more than Florida. You know, they hate Florida, which I understand because we're the best. We're number one.
I'm not sure. Logan says George sounds like he got some popsicles on the freezer. That must have went over my head. I'm not sure if that's is that an
It's
insult or
probably
a
some new
compliment?
strain of marijuana I haven't heard about yet or something.
I'm not poking fun at either one of you. I'm just not. That just goes over my head for some reason. I don't know.
Hey, you know why I love myself right now? I predicted a few weeks ago that Miami wouldn't lose again, and they might even have a chance of beating Clemson, right? I was like, this can't go on no more. I'm just taking a guess. It has to stop. Like, how the fuck can you keep losing to these teams? And how many of you won in a row now?
Oh,
2?
Sorry, I was sitting here looking at. Sorry.
How many games in a row?
That is my fault. I was looking at the chat was filling me in on what he meant. I get it. I get it. Okay. I'm good. Chat. I'm good. Logan. I get it. Okay. Sorry.
I can actually see the chat while I talk to you.
Uh-oh.
I wasn't doing
it.
Anyway, how many games in a row have you won?
For Miami?
Yeah.
We are going on win number 2. So, yes, we have 2 in a row.
You've won 2. You've won 2 in a row. This will be win number 3.
Yep.
You're on a winning streak.
I hope you're right.
I predicted this. I know the game still has to be played. Who's after that? Who's after Louisville? You can win that game too, and
This
you
is
can win
what
the
it
next
take
game.
We have a bye week after
to wear the
that,
U
then
on the side of your
FIU,
helmet.
then Duke.
You seen that thing
See?
in GameStop, and it was
So
like,
you should
excuse
go into
me,
your
it's
first
ma'am,
year, and
faced
it
with
might
tears
save
of
your
joy.
recruiting. They might go, yeah, this team's on the upswing, and oh my God, you understand. The roof is going to come off the house if you beat Clemson. And anything can happen in college football. Appalachian State beat Michigan that year. Remember that? Don't tell me Miami can't beat fucking Clemson. Yes, they can. God damn it.
Not
going
the
to give up before you even play the game.
Not the words I expected from George tonight. But
I want you to beat Clemson. And to do that, you got to go undefeated and get to that game.
And we would still need a couple of planets to align.
I hate it
and
when
a full
people
moon.
I hate it when people mock Miami. Miami's the hotbed of recruiting. It's where all the football players come from. There's just a certain pride that goes with being a Miami Hurricane. I see you fools all over it. There's nobody like you. You're insane people. Your team deserves to win for you. They owe it to you.
We are passionate. Absolutely. And if that means it labels me as insane, then yes, I am insane and crazy. You all right?
The Miami Hurricane fan base is worse than the Gator Nation. You're worse than that? And that's almost impossible. Like, you'll fire your coach in 1 week. You'll be like, you're fired. How dare you lose a game? So I hope Manny gets his shit together.
I appreciate you calling in, George. Like I said, you got nothing but respect for me, whether the Canes fans like me saying that or not. So
same to you, man.
I appreciate it.
Go Miami.
Appreciate it,
All
man.
right. Love you guys. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. That is George. Doesn't need an introduction. I think most of you already know. You guys already know who he is. Oh, Hurricane Logan. You cracking me up.
To wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Manny's wife about to give George some kisses.
Thank you, Logan, for another 2, man. I can't believe that one went over my head. I must be sick. I must be. The popsicle one went right over my head, Logan. And Austin, I didn't miss your donation, bro. $2. Now you want some gator tail. It's actually pretty tasty. No joke. It's actually pretty good. And I bet even George has had gator tail, if he's being honest. But that's always what I'm talking about on my channel, guys. Some people like it. Some people get upset with me. But I like having fans of other college football teams on here. It gives a different point of view, a different perspective. And I love it when they hang around after we've played them. It's not that fun if they only come back once a year. What's the fun in that? I like talking about college football all the time. Let's see who else we got. Let's take another call here. Oh, Logan, you something else tonight. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
How you doing, man? This is Roots of Jesse, man. I'm always commenting on your YouTube. How you doing?
Roots of Jesse. I'm doing all right, man. I'll be doing better if Miami gets a dub tomorrow.
Yeah. I've been a diehard fan for about 19 years now, and I've been following also on the Instagram, been trying to stay connected also with these players. I try to contact. I got to speak with Brevin Jordan 30 minutes. He was on live on Instagram, and I was just really just trying to chat with him as much as possible, and just trying to get all the scoop of what's going on for the following season and what's going on with all the players. And
This is
I knew
what it
that
take
he was questionable
to wear the U
with his ankle.
on the side of your helmet.
He was
Good
on,
night, Coop.
he was
4210, and I am sticking to it. Haha.
massaged and stretched out.
This
so
is
I knew
what it
that
take
that was going to be the case.
to wear
What
the
was
U
going to happen with him?
on the side of your
So
helmet.
he might
George
be a
is my
questionable
guy,
thing,
but he lost a tooth in
for
a
this
corn
coming up
dog bite.
for tomorrow. So I mean, we'll just have to see Will Mallory and who else? What is it? Michael Irvin.
Yeah,
the
for tight
second.
end.
He'll have to step up, tomorrow. But I believe, our D-line's gonna have a big game. But let me tell you what happened. So Miami had a special meeting. So ever since that meeting, there's been something going on. Ever since that meeting, they've been following to every detail. Demeanor of them is different. It was even when they went into Florida State game, you can see that I even saw it before the game. I can see it in their eyes. This is a different Miami team, and I knew that it was. I sensed like a blowout. I sensed like the same demeanor when I went to the Notre Dame game in 2017. I believe that was probably one of the best games I've ever seen in my life. Best performances, hands down, from Miami. Seeing what they've done across the board in that game. When I went to see that live, to see that Miami team, that's the Miami team they need to play every game.
Oh yeah,
Every
it
game.
would be huge.
If we play against a team across the board, a special teams, defense. I mean, we had a couple pick sixes in that game, in the Notre Dame game. We have to play like that high level. See, Miami can beat any team in the country. Look at all those teams that we played against. We should have won those games. They're just detail.
That's why I always speak on that when I'm always talking about fire and passion, because I would love to see guys on the sideline. When we're jumping up and down, throwing our hands up, waving towels, doing stuff. I would like to see us doing that if we're kicking off to start the second half and we're down 7 points or 14 points. Instead of standing over in the corner with our hands on our hips, just pouting with our lip out. That's why I'm saying I know that fire and passion doesn't win you games, but a couple of guys getting everybody hyped up gets the crowd hyped up, it gets the other players hyped up, and you play with a different intensity when you're fired up like that.
I agree. And I started to see that in the Florida State game. But the thing is, it cannot be just in a rivalry game, and they even said it.
Exactly.
That we're gonna play like that we're gonna play like that against our opponent. I watch all the press conferences. I'm telling you, Coop, I'm such a diehard fan that I watch all the press conferences. I try to see all the scoop of what's going on. I even go to I even try to go to Mark Rogers' TV. I do.
He's
I
a
just
good
feel
guy.
I
I
feel
like Mark Rogers.
yeah, he's a great guy. He is a great guy. I'm not gonna say anything bad about him in his channel. He's a great guy. He actually does know his stuff. I do follow him. It was just a misunderstanding of what happened a couple weeks ago with him and I. But anyways, well, regardless of whatever it is, I really believe in this team. I'm gonna tell you, Coop, I really believe in this team. I really believe that this is the run that we're having when we went on. It was a year with Brad Kaya, when Brad Kaya had that run. Remember that run he had?
Mhm.
And I'm getting chills right now, Coop. Oh my goodness, I'm getting chills. That Coop that Brad Kaya had. And then we went in the following year in 2017, the following year, we almost had a perfect season. This is what I'm sensing here, man. And I feel that we have a shot for the ACC. I've been looking at the conference, at the Coastal. Man, we have a shot for this Coastal still.
As crazy as it sounds, I see a lot of people who just instantly laugh and say, no. I'm not even saying that it's going to happen. I'm not predicting that it's going to happen. I'm not saying, oh, we're probably this, that. No, I'm just saying if everything did fall into place, hypothetical, it is possible. Yes. And that the reason why I'm bringing that up, even though I know you just mentioned it, is because I see so many people that say it can't happen. It can. Everything would just have to fall into place. We would have to win the rest of our games, and there would have to be a bunch of different losses to different other Coastal teams and stuff like that.
I've been looking at the scenarios.
Basically, just saying that yes, it is actually possible. For the people who are saying that it can't happen, is what I'm trying to clear up.
And I feel like if we do have this chance, we can just really shut up the critics. I live here in Gainesville, Florida. I live here, a home of the Gators. I have to deal with, oh, you guys suck. You guys are mediocre. The thing is, they don't know what's going on there. What's something special?
My question is, though, is there anyone in chat who would not want to make the ACC championship game? I know that sounds crazy, but there are a lot of people saying they don't want Miami to go play Clemson. So I'm giving you, Roots of Jesse, I'm giving you that question too.
Honestly, I think Miami will have a different demeanor if we have a shot to play Clemson. Look at that Clemson almost lost to North Carolina. We played close to North Carolina. Didn't we or not? So if we can play close to North Carolina and North Carolina play close to Clemson, doesn't that mean that Miami's the same level as Clemson? And then you look at our all numbers and our stats. A lot of our stats are always second in the ACC, and then Clemson's first. You look at our stats; it's pretty remarkable. You look at our linebackers. Our linebackers line up as best as their linebackers. You know what I mean? So Miami could possibly be. We have a shot to beat Clemson if we have a shot to play them in the ACC championship this year. This is a different team. This is not this coach Ryan Diaz. He knows his stuff. Look at when he went to go for 2. He knows numbers.
You got Logan pumped up. He said this dude on the phone makes me feel confident to beat Mike Tyson's booty.
He knows mathematical numbers. Look, let me tell you, Coop, I'm passionate. I'm passionate, man. I'm getting chills about it, man. Dude, I'm the hype man.
I love the passion.
They call me the hype man.
I love the passion.
They call me the hype man. I go and communicate with these players. I'm communicating with the best players, Brevin Jordan, KG Osborne. I'm communicating with these guys, and I'm hyping them up, man.
So tell me, let's hear it then. Let's hear it. What's your score prediction for this game, Miami versus Louisville?
My score prediction of this game. I see Miami putting up 35 points, like you said, 35, and I see Louisville putting up 10.
10?
35 to 10.
Okay. I like that prediction. I can see that
35
happening.
10. The thing is, you know why? Our defense is gonna be. Our defense is so fast. You look at our defense. That corny Brook guy, he couldn't do anything. He was a statue. He was a statue back there. Just like the same thing that Desmond Howard said. Oh, he's gonna attack him. He's gonna be a statue back there. It was the same thing. And Russo, that boy, is gonna have a big game again, and he's gonna keep on.
I'm gonna
He's
have
gonna be
to.
the best defensive end.
I got to remember to bring out my spoon early. I need to go ahead and have it ready for the stream. That spoon is for Russo.
Oh man, let me tell you, man. He's the best defensive end in the country. He's so lanky. He is so humble too. The most humble kid. Oh my goodness. And but when he's on the field, he's a monster. And they even said it. They even said it. He's off the field, humble, very quiet, soft spoken. But when he's on the field, he's a professional. He looks like a pro, and he's a freshman. You know. Hey man, but I don't want to take up your time. But Coop, I want to say go Canes. You know, go Canes. I want to say C-A-N-E-S-K. Love you, bro.
Hey, Roots of Jesse, I love the passion, man. Appreciate you calling in tonight.
All right, man.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Hey, listen, I got respect here, man. I ain't had nobody do that in the 3 years of me having this channel on a phone call. Appreciate that, Roots of Jesse. Oh, Hurricane Logan wants to say something about it real quick, I bet. Watch. Let's see. What's up, Logan?
I'm sorry. This is my second time calling, but who was the last guy on the phone?
That was Roots of Jesse, a very passionate Miami fan.
Bro, I almost put my head through a wall listening to him. Oh my God, he pumped me up.
No, man, listen, like I said, I know some people are laughing, but I know for real, I do like the passion and the fire because that gets me pumped up.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you taking my call again too. I don't know. I'm so excited, man. I'm pumped up for the game. I really am. I wanted to bring it more on a questionnaire level to you. What do you expect tomorrow?
Just in general, just overall.
Yeah, let's maybe aim it more towards the offense because we know how our defense is.
Yeah.
But maybe what do you expect tomorrow on an offensive level and a coaching level, because those are my concerns for the game personally.
I actually think some people are going to get upset with me because they didn't want me to say this. I think that Miami's offense is going to have a really good game tomorrow. And it's not just because of the FSU game, but I do feel like things are starting to click a little bit better. I think that the biggest thing for me is just based off of what I've seen from Louisville's defense, the amount of yardage that they give up per game. I think it's the perfect opportunity for Miami's offense to just go to town on these guys. So I think that DJ could have an okay game. I still think the run game might not be the best because not that the O-line's not improving, but we're still not rushing for 150 yards average per game or anything crazy like that. But I think the big thing is the receivers. Like I said, the deep shots are going to be open all afternoon, I think. So I think JT has a good game. I think KJ has a big game. I think we see them make some of those catches, those tougher catches that I've been harping on them for not making. Maybe make a couple of those. Coaching, you are right. That's gonna be an interesting battle there.
I'm interested because Louisville had 2 wins last year, and you look at the coach now, and I believe he's turned the program around. Like, come on, you go from 2 wins to what you're doing now. I mean, Louisville competed with every team they played. They have really competed. So I'm interested to see how our coaching staff and Manny Diaz competes with Louisville staff.
Because we have been out-coached several times.
Yeah, against bad teams all
Yeah.
the way down to Central Michigan. You know what I mean?
Yep. But yeah, I think, like you said, defense is going to do what they need to do. I do think, I know you wanted me to speak on offense, but I do think that we contain Hawkins for the most part. He's going to break out a couple of big runs. I mean, he's a good running back. I don't think Cunningham is that big of an issue. I think we can take care of him. I think we can contain him. And then, yeah, I think it could be a big day for the offense. I do. I don't know how to explain it. Again, it's not just carryover from the FSU game for me. I don't know. I just got a good feeling about this game. It's been a while since I've been able to say that.
Yeah, about the same here. Even when you go back to 2017 against Notre Dame, I was worried because Mark Richt was calling plays, and you know who was coaching our QBs. So
Yeah.
I didn't really have faith, and just to see how we performed against them. Hopefully, we can pull it out against Louisville.
But now, I don't want
Loki has our number too.
I don't want you or anybody in the chat to take it as I'm saying Louisville is just a horrible football team and there's no way they could beat us. It's not that. Because I did see people comment on my preview video, and they were like, "Oh, you're saying sleep on Louisville." I'm pretty sure I've made it known in the 3 years I've done this that I say, again, don't sleep on anybody. So you got to play them hard for 4 quarters, or yes, we could lose the football game. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I am fairly confident going into this game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm really 100% confident, and I just hope we come out with consistency and our coaching staff has us prepared. I know we're kind of on a – I feel like our team's really confident, and I hope that doesn't get the best of us against this game. And I really don't think it will with just it being homecoming and senior day. I think we're going to really come out and perform one of our most solid numbers.
Yeah, we need them locked in, definitely. But I'm just a crazy fan, so I can be, a little extra confident. I'm not strapping up, suiting up.
Dudes, no offense to anybody, but half these dudes in the chat and Miami fans, all they're just fans. They never probably played a meaningful down or coached a game, so it's always good to get perspectives, and it's okay. But at the end of the day, we're just fans, so.
Yeah, see, I know, and Utah Kane says they beat us the last 3 times. I mean, I do bring up history, but given that it was 2013 or 2014. Yeah, that was Al Golden and Petrino. Things are so different now compared to that. I don't know that I feel like it would be different if we played them every single year, like we do with FSU. Where they had the big streak, and then now we're on the 3-year streak. But we don't play them every year, so them winning 3 in a row, and that's what the Louisville fans have been telling me. Coop, 4 in a row, we're taking the streak to 4.
They need to get the natties up before you can talk to Miami Hurricane fans. Anybody want to talk about Louisville, Miami? Let's talk about Devin Hester. Devin Hester has Louisville's number. Period.
My favorite Miami Hurricanes football player.
Yeah.
Everybody's always surprised
when
I say that for some reason.
I'll let you go.
I appreciate
have a good night, man.
Appreciate you calling back in, man.
Oh, yeah, brother.
All right, have a good one. I think I might wrap it up there, though. How many people we got in the chat? 165 people. Man, I appreciate y'all so much. Nothing but love from me. And this chat, have you guys had a good time tonight? Take the football stuff aside for a minute. Have y'all had a good time tonight? I feel like the chat has been pretty fun. We got George in here who was going to leave 20, 30 minutes ago, and he's still here hanging out, talking with you guys. And that's my thing. That's what you guys have to understand, that as a content creator, as someone who does YouTube live streams and videos, I also, yes, I want to bring you the best Miami Hurricanes content, but I want this to be a fun place for you guys to hang out, to be able to express your opinion on Miami football or maybe another football team, and to be able to just enjoy yourself for a bit. You've probably had a hard day at work today. It's Friday. You want to be excited about tomorrow. It's the weekend. I want you to come in here and forget about work and forget about all the BS and just think about football and just have fun talking with friends and family, right? Regardless of what team they root for. When I say talk and conversate, I'm even including trash talk into that. right? How you feeling, Coop? Not good. If you're talking physically, not good. I feel good about tomorrow, but I don't feel good voice-wise and throat-wise. As you can tell by the laugh. Oh, man.
This is what it take to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
Utah came, man. Finishing up with a $4.99 donation. Appreciate the love, man. Y'all always showing me some support. Hey, Rod G in the building. We're just wrapping up, man. Just wrapping up. But this was a good time. I enjoyed this stream, and I'm glad that I still did it. I was going to try to save my voice for tomorrow, but I love chatting with you guys. And you guys always show me love. All right, but I'm going to call it. We're going on about 2 hours and 30 minutes. Don't forget, I will have links for the game tomorrow. I believe it's on ESPN2. I will have links. All you got to do is show up for my live hangout tomorrow. We'll be live at about 3:20, about 10 minutes before the game, and I will have links down in the description for you to stream the game. So I got you. Don't worry. I love hooking you guys up. But yeah, I'm gonna call it. Be ready for commercials. Oh gosh. Yeah, what are the top ones? My Pillow and shoot. I'm too sick to remember. Okay. So what I want to do, I'm going to play an outro screen here, and I'm sorry if people were trying to get in.
This is what it takes.
I know some more people were trying to call in.
To wear the
I got to try to save this for tomorrow.
Your helmet.
I'm watching the Miami Heat game after this.
Who are they playing? This late? 10:30? They must be playing like Golden State or something. Right? Hold up. Who are they playing? I don't watch too much basketball. Oh, they playing the Lakers? Are you serious? Taking on the Dream Team? Oh, boy. Never mind. I'm watching it. Hey, have a good night, Seth. Yeah, I apologize that I couldn't get everybody else in. I hear more people calling in. Thank you for the love. But do one thing for me. One more thing for me as we're ending the stream. Again, nothing but love for all 165 people here. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate it. You have no idea. I'm serious. When I say that, I'm not going to give you details right now because I don't want to bring the stream down. You have no idea how much I appreciate the support. I can't put it into words. All right. I love you guys, my Miami Hurricanes family, my college football family. We're going to take care of business tomorrow. Man, it feels good to be a Hurricane, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel good to be a Hurricane? What I want you guys to do is leave final score predictions down below. If you don't want to do that, put your favorite Miami Hurricanes football player down there, past or present. That's pretty open, right? I know that's kind of crazy, but do one or the other, or you can just put your score prediction. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to beat down some Cardinals. We're going to have fun tomorrow afternoon. I love you guys. Go Canes. Let's go. Thank you for the support tonight. Conundrum, $10. Thank you, man. Appreciate Top Down on tonight. Logan, always a huge supporter. All y'all, man. All y'all. I love you. See you tomorrow.